Hello, namaste. My name is Nidhi Nagori and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time around here, then hey, welcome to my channel. I make a bunch of videos related to career. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the field of financial planning and analysis, again with somebody who's been in this field for quite some time. So we have Ameya here with us today. And in the next few minutes, he's going to make sure that you guys become an expert in terms of your understanding of what FP&A really is. And what are the certifications that one needs to do well in a field like FBNA. Before we move on to the video, as always, don't forget to show your like for the video down below with a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what else would you like to see on my channel. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. For better user experience, make sure कि आप headphones use कर रहे हो क्योंकि ये videos long distance film हुई हैं. Technology जो है वो बहुत differ करती है. कभी-कभी network ठीक नहीं रहता, so इसीलिए please कोशिश करें कि आप headphones का इस्तेमाल करें. And now, without much further ado, let's get straight into the video and learn what FP&A is. Thank you so much for taking out time on a weekend to do this, Ameya. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah, sure.
And let's start with your introduction.
Yeah, thanks, Nidhi, for having me here. Hello, everyone. My name is Ameya Oak. I'm from Mumbai, India, and a chartered accountant by qualification. I have worked across finance, accounts, and treasury domains. I'm currently working in corporate FBNA team, that is financial planning and analysis team, with Larsen & Toubro Infotech Limited, that is LTI. In a sentence to quote about LTI, LTI is one of the top global IT solutions and services provider based in Mumbai, with revenues over $1.5 billion, and we are a part of the $20 billion L&T group.
That is exciting to work for such a big conglomerate. So what really is FP&A?
Right. So FP&A Nidhi is more of a forward-looking function, and in an in-house finance role in the organization. FP&A is tasked with providing the management with the analysis and information they need to make major operational, financial, strategic decisions. FP&A adds value to the business by enhancing the business outcomes through the production of quality data, information, insights, from business planning, which includes budgeting and forecasting, to measuring actual performance. FP&A equips the management for a more informed decision making.
Okay, so you're saying this is more forward-looking and
Yes.
not backward-looking. Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you say are the right certifications that one needs to be in a field like FP&A?
Right. I would say that today industry prefers chartered accountants because they present a unique blend of understanding of accounting, corporate and business finance, as well as tax laws and treasury. We also have people who have done their MBAs from tier 1, tier 2 institutes. Even CFAs have opportunity in this field. This is more of a forward-looking function, as I mentioned before, and the industry prefers people with a foresight and a business analyst mindset, people who can quickly understand the business, understand its key KPIs, apply it, and give management insights.
And what does a general day in your work, like a general day in your work life look like?
Yeah. Nidhi, it actually depends at what level you are placed within the team. If you are a junior analyst, typically between 0 to 3 years of work experience, one can expect majority of their time gathering relevant data, updating comparison spreadsheets, financial models, reading the relevant news and industry publications. The goal of these activities is to develop a solid fundamental understanding of a particular business, sector, or industry. On the other hand, if you're a senior FP&A professional with more than 4, 5, 6 years of experience, responsibilities evolve to reviewing the data, using data to develop new financial models, driving automation initiatives in finance, networking with various leads within the organization and outside, and understanding best practices. Further to mention, the daily life of FP&A professional also depends on the reporting calendar and deadlines of special projects.
Okay, and you mentioned a lot about financial modeling. So do you think
Yeah.
apart from just getting a certification, is there something else that people can consider doing, like, a course in financial modeling or just getting an understanding or any other thing for that matter?
Yeah, definitely. That would be an added plus. But the kind of FP&A, the role, the way it is, and the way the organizations view it, we definitely need people who are having primary qualifications in finance, like MBAs and chartered accountants. A crash course on financial modeling or people with good Excel skills are definitely an added bonus to the team.
Okay. How do you think your field is going to evolve given the current pandemic that we're in? Do you see a lot of
Yeah.
opportunities still coming up?
Definitely, the pandemic has unlocked a lot of opportunities for FP&A. If I have to say, from medium term to long term perspective, FP&A professionals are forced to explore more avenues, especially in the areas of financial automation. Deferring automation initiatives is no longer an option. As mentioned earlier, we feed ourselves on data, and of course, automation reduces the person specific dependencies on data mining and data massaging. From a more immediate to short term span perspective, we are forced to go back to basics, modify the scenario planning routine, take care of our cash flows, and look at the whole business cross functionally. The uncertainty that the pandemic has brought with itself, FP&A professionals are expected to present with a sharper foresight than ever before.
Okay, so that's good news. With the pandemic, we do think that this field is going to evolve and give more opportunities
Right.
out there. Do you see automation affecting FP&A in some ways?
Definitely, automation is a big way forward with the current crisis and the current pandemic uncertainty. Most of the organizations which were earlier very much dependent on people for doing basic level of activities now have started moving to machine learning, artificial intelligence, taking help of these automation drivers within the organization is definitely an added bonus for any organization. They definitely think automation, the managements definitely think automation as something which will accrue huge benefits in the medium to long term.
Okay. Another thing that I want to know is, what does compensation look like in a field like FP&A? Do you think that this is a field that can be well paying?
Definitely, Nidhi. There are dual benefits of this field. First of all, from the compensation perspective, a person who joins FP&A field as a junior analyst gets to understand business. They are the people who interact with the frontliners of the business, the marketing team, sales team, and that definitely gives them a kind of exposure that not many functions enjoy that kind of exposure in finance, and definitely that helps in commanding more weightage in terms of your pay package in the future when you grow as a professional in the FP&A field. So it definitely helps. That is one advantage. The second advantage is the field people who are in the FP&A field, the medium management people, the middle management people, they definitely have a huge exposure in leading the overall finance function because FP&A acts as a kind of a bridge between all the historical record keepers, that is the accounting team, the treasury team, the sales team. So an FP&A professional gets a holistic view. So this is definitely a field which pays huge dividends from career growth perspective as well.
Okay. So what's going to be your advice to any aspirant who's looking at maybe getting a career in FP&A? How should they start off?
Right. So the current aspirants who are newly starting out and wanting to make their career in FP&A, they need to develop an inquisitive mindset, need to have a beginner's mindset, focus more on understanding the business model of your organization. What are the KPIs that are driving it? Look outside what other companies in your businesses are doing. And last but not the least, keep yourself abreast with latest developments in your company's business as well as your own finance field. They are two different things, but they are two very, very important things. So if I'm a chartered accountant, I should not limit myself to knowing the developments of my finance field, but also the developments that my company, the developments that are happening in the business of my company. I work in an IT company, so what are the new technologies coming in? What is going to be the game changer? That knowledge, that awareness is also very important.
Okay, all right. This has been a great conversation. Thank you so much, Ameya. I don't think anybody could
Sure.
have summarized the field in such few minutes. Guys, I'm also dropping his LinkedIn link below. If you have any questions, do reach out to him. Feel free to connect with
Definitely.
him. And thank you so much for your time again on a weekend.
Thank you, Nidhi. My pleasure.